What I'd like to start doing now is to try to just finish off this program, at least get something that's working, going. We spent long enough on this program. I need to get to pointers, because pointers are the road to object orientation, where we see the power of C++. Let's just quickly run this program again, see what we get. We get some pretty ugly output. I mean, the top 4 lines are probably okay, but the next, that's pretty hard to read. So what I'd like to do now is to get some better stuff going on here and to format it and play around with it and just show you some kind of things we can do to mess around with that data to make it look human readable. So let's get on with that then. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce a new enum at the top of the program, and this is going to be where I'm going to decide my formatting for my output. So I'm just going to call this enumerated thing amort enum. I'm going to set the year out column to 2. I'm going to set the month out column to 2 as well. That's the month of a year. I'm going to set a thing called a cumulative month out column. This is going to 1 to 360, whereas month out will be 1 to 12, 1 to 12, 1 to 12. Cumulative month out will go from 1 to say 360 or whatever that is. Now I need 5 there just so I can get a decent header. The payment out column, I'm going to set that to 12 just so we can get some pretty big numbers in there. And the same for the interest out column. The principal out column, but the actual remaining balance I'll say is quite large, just in case it is quite large. Lovely. So we've got those enumerated values, so we won't be hard coding 2, 2, 5, 12, 12, 12. And if ever we want to change anything in the program, we just change these numbers once, and then that should flow through to the rest of the program. Now what we need to do next is we need to now start printing some of that output. So let's get down to the bottom of the program here. We'll just copy these variable names. Let's get down to the bottom of the program here. Let's get rid of this old friend here. And now we're going to print out all of these 7 values with these 7 directives. So what we're going to do then is, for each line, we're going to set the width of the first column to be year out. And then we're going to print out the first column, which is going to be this fella here. Now it's got a dummy value of 1 in a moment. We will sort that out in a later lesson. And we'll just put a little space in. It's always going to be 1 space between all of our things. And that's pretty much going to copy all the way down. So I need another 6 of those. So let me just cut and paste. Copy and paste. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, tab and 6. And then we'll change the names to protect the... Obviously we don't need space on the last one, just need a new line on the last one. Obviously I've got to change all of these values here. So this one's going to be month out. This one's going to be cumulative. We will have headers eventually, again in another lesson. Meaningful headers, and we'll put the header every year as well. Not just right at the top, which could be the top of hundreds of lines. We'll put it every 12 months so that we can constantly see what's going on. There's the big one at the end. Get rid of this stuff now. Stop Xcode the IDE complaining. Obviously all these things have to change too, so change, copy that, copy it down. There's probably a faster way of doing this, but you've got to remember I'm an old Vi hacker, so this is as much technology as I can stand. I really want to do this with Vi, but it would just take too long. Building make files and all sorts of funky fun. Okay, now let's actually, I think that'd be neater if I just stick that down there, just more of a paragraph marking. So let's have a look, see what we get now. Oh, by the way, I'm only setting the width because I've already set out that I want fixed columns here, and I've already said that I want the decimal points to be 2 there. So if cout doesn't say anything about that again, it will just assume that for the rest of the program, and I'm happy with that here. But I do need to set these column widths. So let's give that a quick run. Oh, doesn't that look better? Does that not look better? That looks to me like much more fun. So, quick recap then. Let's get rid of this. So we've set up a new enumerated value. Actually, do you know what I'll do is I think we'll sort out those year num values as well. I think we've had those long enough now. What I'm going to do is this. I'm going to set up an integer called switch year, and I'm going to set it to a nonsensical value of 0. I'm also going to set up an int called year month, and I'm also going to set that to an I'll set it off at 1. I also probably need another variable int year, and I'll set that first year equal to 1. I would comment all of this if I was doing this. Remember, 1 line of comment per line of code. Okay, when we come in, I'm going to set that equal to year the first time round, which will pick up 1. I'm going to set up that which will pick up 1. At the top of the program as well, I'm going to do a little if condition. And in this if condition, actually what I'll do is I will do that. Actually, I'll need to do that later on. Again, also what I'll do is I'll set this equal to month, year month. So that should come out equal to 1 later on. Now, I put that question in the wrong place there. What I'll do down here is I'll add 1 on to the year month for the next time round. Year month plus plus. And if that goes to 13, there aren't 13 months in a year. If that goes to greater than 12, which I've got defined in my, what did I call that? I forgot what I called that now. Percent months, there we are, G months in year. If that goes greater than 12, then reset the year month back down to 1 and also add 1 on to the year. And that should increment the years and have the months sort of flipping round and round as well. So going from 1 to 12, 1 to 12, 1 to 12. Whereas the current loan month will go from 1 to say 360. So let's just quickly run the program to see how that's getting on. Okay, you can say, well, we've only got 1 year. That is 1 to 12. So we need something with 2 years. So what I need to do then is I need to go to my product, edit scheme, change these values. So, I've got rid of it now. Sorry about that. I shouldn't have done that. Let's try that again. Let's add 1. The loan of 100,000. 1, 2, 3. 5% interest. And how many years? 30 years. There we are. Okay. Now let's give it a whiz. And we can see there, look down that left-hand side. We go year 1, month 11, year 1, month 12, and then we flip to year 2, month 1. But the month loan things is going up and up and up. And eventually, we get down, after year 25, we get down to year 30, month 12, loan month 360. And I think we haven't got any headers in here now, so we don't know what any of these columns mean, but we'll do that in another lesson coming up.